Good morning. Happy fabulous Monday here. Today I'm here to talk to you about how you cook for one. So without further ado, my name is Leslie Urbis. I'm a registered dietitian and a personal trainer. I lived by myself basically for the first, I lived with my family, but for the first period of time I was on my own from like 24 to 31-ish. I pretty much cooked on my own. There were times I would cook for two, but the majority of the time I was cooking for one. So, how do you do it? Honestly, there are three ways to cook for one. I'm going to give you the way that stood out best for me and that I was able to get to work for me the easiest. So, the number one way that I always cooked for one was that I would prepare meals one time a month. So, here's what I want you to think about. Typically, when you buy something like meat at the store, it comes in a 20-ounce serving or like a pound serving, so that's 16 ounces. So that's 4 to 5 meals for one person. So I would do something just dinner-wise where I would make 4 or 5 different meals that I would have like turkey, let's say turkey, ground turkey, and spaghetti squash and sauce. And I would make that meal and I would divide it up into 4 containers, freeze 3, keep 1. And then I would do something like pork chops and brown rice and some broccoli. And I would cook it and I would keep 1 and freeze 3. Again, because the portion sizes are about appropriate. 3 to 4 ounces of meat, half of a cup to a cup of grains, and half of a cup to a cup of vegetables. Depending on who you are, what your size should be, all those portion sizes vary. But for me personally, that's how it worked out. So inevitably, I would make 4 or 5 meals and freeze in separate containers the rest. So then I have a month's worth of dinners. I would typically do the same for lunches. Sometimes if I wanted to, I would eat whatever I ate for dinner the night before for lunch the next day, and then I would cook twice a month. However, some people get really super bored with that and would rather like spice it up and just keep it as a weekly thing instead of as an every other day thing. So that's part of how I did that. Now, breakfast, I typically have always done the night before. Things like overnight oats or things like hard-boiled eggs or making an egg casserole for the week. So breakfast can sometimes be the same thing, but if you're someone who gets bored, that's where I advise you to mix things up by doing, hard-boiled eggs, maybe some cereal, things like that. Now, obviously, I'm giving you one type of an example of a main course. I'm always going to add in some things like fruits and vegetables at those meals, always going to be portion controlling. So that's the first way that you can do this. The second way you can do this is literally that, you make 2 meals a week and you eat 1 for lunch and 1 for dinner. Okay, that can get very boring, but a lot of times if you don't mind eating the same thing every day, you basically cook 2 meals, 1 for dinner and 1 for lunch. So you could do this turkey, ground turkey spaghetti squash meal for dinners, and then for lunch you could do something like pork chops, brown rice, and broccoli, and just eat the same thing throughout the entire week and change it up the next week. And then maybe you make that egg casserole for breakfast and you're eating that all week for breakfast, and then spice it up and change it the next week. So you have your meals prepped and they're already done for you, quick and easy. Okay, so those are 2 different ways how you can cook for one, cook minimally, spend maybe an hour and a half cooking, getting groceries, preparing for the entire week, and be able to complete your day. So cooking for one is not a challenge. It's just, how do you want to do it? And are you someone who gets bored with eating? Or are you someone that could eat the same thing every single day and become perfectly content? So you have to answer those questions. Obviously, snacks will be thrown into that. And that's where all of this can be customized. The portion sizes that are right for me may not be right for you. Maybe you are where you need to be and we need to give you more calories. Maybe you want to lose 20 pounds. Maybe you want to lose 50 pounds. Maybe you want to lose 80 pounds. So we can customize how much you're going to need at each meal so you can prep it all and have it all ready for the week or the month, however you personally want to do it. So As I'm now being addressed by my little girl here, I want you to know that that is how you can cook for one. Stay tuned the rest of the week to learn how to cook for two, cook for a family, and cook on a budget with your groceries. I hope you are having a fabulous day. As always, please feel free to reach out to me so we can customize this for you. All first initial assessments are 100% free. So you can comment below, shoot me a message, or email me. Again, fitfabnutrition.com. If not, I hope you enjoyed those 2 ways on how to cook for one. Have a good day.